Welcome back. Hopefully, you've come back to join me. That'd be nice. I don't know. So, the Yamato and a escort carrier. So, our goal today with our one submarine is to try and hit these two guys. And my chances are pretty limited. I don't think it's going to happen. I'd like to damage the Yamato and destroy this guy. These light carriers, 4 torpedoes should pretty much send it either back or to the IJN museum in the ocean bottom. But let's see what we can do. What's the fin deck going to do? The fin deck is it's got his radar on. Now the thing with these subs, a lot of these guys, they just don't seem to want to play the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the other thing with this game is that's really hard is the target control situation is you have to build up a solution that's right here, and Yamato was the one that we tagged. They're off screen now, so as they're off screen you're not going to be able to see them. If I go to the binoculars, you can start to, I believe, yeah, see, if you put them in your scope, they will show back up. They don't show up because of your radar, they show up because of your visual, because you got them in your scope. So if I select Yamato with my radar on and visually spotting him, torpedoes for, you have to be basically under 8,000 to get a maybe potentially good hit on a submarine. Distance, the further you are away, the higher this number. If your the degrees of spread of torpedoes is too far, you're going to have such a gap that you're going to have destroyers fly and not even get hit. They'll be so big. But a big guy like this, you kind of want to have a spread. But I'd like this to get higher. I don't think that's going to happen. But we will just see how close we can get before this. I'm already showing it behind, so we need to do more of this thing. Direction change. And you see how the gap is wider. Ideally, you'd like that red to be inside that piece of pie there. But again, radar on, crappy weather, that Yamato 7,700 yards away, and we are not getting any better of a solution. So it's just going to be shot in the dark, or not shoot, or hopefully the solution gets better. But I think with the sea state at a 6, visual it with 27% in rain, they probably can't see us, and we're having trouble seeing them. But that's just the facts. I'd like to see other ships, and maybe even see the escort carrier. That doesn't seem to happen. And again, with the way it is right now, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like we're going to have a good day. Again, to get them back up on the screen to try and increase this solution here. Pop them back and forth between. See how our piece of pie got bigger? It's 109 degrees. And we can see the escort carrier behind him, but he still doesn't show up on the field. What that means is, if he can't show up, I have a feeling we're not going to be able to get that shot at the escort carrier, and we may only be able to get a shot at the Yamato. Now the other thing that we could possibly do is try to go down towards them. The problem with that is if we get picked up in this game, if that destroyer right there sees me, he's probably getting destroyed. Now we just got a good deal here. So what we're going to do here is pause the game. I'm going to stop that garbage 38 and go to this escort carrier. Now escort carrier, let's see, CVL is only one, two. It's the one with the big old subby and the plane on the back. It's a Chitose. So we're going to do that. And so we got both of our targets going. Select the back. That doesn't really matter. 4. That's fine. 1. We're within our 89-68 yards range for our torpedoes. So we're going to fire here almost immediately, regardless of the solution. We're going to let it tick for a couple seconds, but that's about it. And then we're immediately going to reacquire the Yamato and try and get a shot on it. So, target, boom, Chitose, give it a couple ticks, and then we're going to fire here real quickly. If I can get him in the spot, it'll give me a better mark here. 38, 41, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. As a sinking ship, the Chitose is going down early. I don't think that's all we're going to do. That's all we're going to do. So we're going to fire. And I'll let these torpedoes go. As you can see. So they're off. I'm going to stop that. And now we're going to go back up. I got to get that target back in line. Easy. So for the front torpedoes, we're going to go to the Yamato, and we're going to let that sink in a little bit. And again, we're going to do about the same thing, but I got to shoot here real quick. And it's about the best we're going to get, so we're going to shoot. So because we lost them, we are going to drop our scope. I'm no longer concerned with doing that process of going towards them, so we're going to go away. Actually, I'm going to dive this ship down. Let's go down to 30. Now before we lose contact, again, the Chitose is the one that down scope, and let's go silent. So we're as silent as we can be, almost, but if you go under 3, and I'll show you, hopefully I don't lose my contacts here. Cavitation. Cavitation is when you get bubbles in the back of your submarine. 3 means it makes it go away. Now if you change your direction at all, even if you have a 3 here, your speed will go up and you'll start cavitating. It's just part of the game mechanics, and that's what happens, so you just got to be wary of that and know that you're going to have that problem. Now I feel pretty confident, but I want to go down just to be sure. Alright, let's see if we can get back to these guys here. I Again, I'm highlighting this guy because I want to see, I have both the ships in question. I don't like that they just did a turn there. Yeah, if they turn, we're totally screwed. We're not gonna get any hits. You can come and look at the rudder here and see if they're going to do any fancy dancy stuff, which they didn't. What's this guy do? Is he turning? No. So his rudder's not moving. It probably just the waves, maybe. So usually what you can see in these is, you know, paths of the torpedoes. We were so far away. Alright, we're getting close now, so we're going to slow down. So we see that there's a... Let's see if we can see it here. Just number 3 here. Alright, I'm liking the look of this. I think I got pretty lucky. Now the only leftover part of the luck is to actually hit something. So let's see what happens. Again, I can't really see this rain. There's the 4 for the Chitose who are going to miss. As you see, they're coming down this pathway, and she's already beyond it. So that's a miss. Might hit something backward beneath her. Where are the other 6? And they're the 6, which I like the position they're in. They may hit this ship. We just gotta have to see what happens. I don't think anything's gonna happen to the Chitose. I have a feeling these are going to miss. They may hit this guy, which I'll take. Whatever. 1 torpedo in a cargo ship will be enough for that one. But let's see what happens. I'm more concerned with this ship here. And he's only going, like I said, I think it was 8 knots. So we might only get a bow hit or 2 on that bow. I really wish that he would go a little faster. Like, hit the gas, bruh. You know, we're not going to hit anything. Not a panaga. And I think he's too far away. They will expire. Yep, there's no hits there. And what about this guy? No, he looks good. And what is he? Just a supply ship? Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get something out of this. Not a lot, but something. Let's get 2 hits. Come on. 2. A little faster. Just 1. Alright. That's alright. Did it scare you? Alright, look at this guy. Now, unfortunately, he's going to kick it into gear, and these 6 aren't going to do anything. I'd love if he'd just say, what was that? And the guy was asleep on the bridge, maybe. But I have a feeling he's going to kick it up in gear, and we're still in a good position to hit him. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling he might just suck 3 torpedoes here. And I'm totally cool with that. Yep, this is looking good. Let's move up a little bit further so we can get that front one. Come on. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hit. We'll get 2. Alright. We'll take that. And that one too. And I'm okay with that. It's made everybody say, oh hell no. We did get some points off of this guy. I don't think he'll sink, but as you see, this front part of this ship, these 3 turrets are probably bad. One of the things I'd like to see in this game is debris. Yeah, there's no debris. There's only like 1 or 2 destruction models. I'd like to see, you know, turrets blow off maybe, if that's even a thing. I think it is. I think that what people don't know about turrets is that maybe some people do. Turrets, it's a plug. In most cases, these are plugs. This whole thing goes down into a magazine. It's like a tube, elevator, if you will. And this whole thing is resting on a pillar. And same for these as well. They both have the same type of mechanism. And the weight of this, there are attachment points, but the weight of this turret is what's keeping it balanced on this thing. So if you damage this, a lot of times when these ships sink and they roll, these things fall out. The whole thing outside of the ring itself. There you can go see underwater ships from World War II, and some of these turrets have fallen out of the ship. When they roll, the heavy part, the top heavy ship, when that rolls, these things have a tendency to come loose. Not to mention the fact that the explosions itself would kill so many crew members. Well, this is the kind of thing that I just don't like to see in the game. They should be able to have avoidance. In fact, I'm not even going to allow it to happen because I just don't like it. Let me see where my finback is and what his status is. He's good. He's clear. And what was the damage report? We sunk the unknown supply ship. The Yamato didn't get hit. The heavy on the cruiser, which is good. And with that, we're just going to roll out. I don't want to see these guys get damaged just because of stupid game mechanics. Especially this right here. I've heard it said in a few games about people going back and having a training timeout, if you will, like we used to say in the Navy, or a re-education seminar, which is basically an ass chewing. These things didn't happen. If anything, this supply ship would go away from the main fleet. They would all branch away from the bigger ships. This guy is going to go away from danger. This guy is going to go away. See how the big, heavy, indestructible battleship here is going away from everybody. Well, so would this escort carrier, because he's defenseless. He can't take 1 or 2 torpedoes, maybe 3. He's done. So this guy, he should be about face going back to Japan. And instead, for whatever reason, he has turned himself into this high-level asset. Yeah, destroyers go out and they hunt and look for stuff. A lot of times they're not following each other. They're branching off in different directions on a dial like a clock. But yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about this game. I think it can be improved. I think if they wanted to make it better, they could. Maybe I'm just too old for this game, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't like to see them just run into each other because the engagement has gone on so long. So let's jump out of here. There could be a chance that this guy will do something. So we're going to pin, and I'm going to put a big old little guy, and even note DB / CDL, and do that. And this guy, I'm going to change. I want him to go this way and then this way. because I want him to be able to see that that group if he can. And this guy is going to switch with him. I'm going to have him come this way and do this. So you adjust your zones of coverage, as they say. So if this carrier or battleship keeps coming this way, hopefully he'll be able to get him again. And this guy has only 6 torpedoes left. Once he's in position, I'm going to send him back to rearm. I'm not going to leave him with 6 aft torpedoes in this high level area. And what I will do is I'll bring this guy maybe over, or just send him back to rearm, one of the two. So, all right, so that was an engagement. Let me see if we can get one more just for the heck of it. I just want to do this. See if we can get rid of these guys here. So before you go into an engagement, there are a few things that I like to do. First of all is whoever is closest to the cargo or the ships, which is this guy, I am going to give him orders not to attack on his own. And I'm also going to give him an order to go in a circle, just a slight turn. So what he'll do is he'll loiter right here, and that guy that enemy fighter was coming from the rear. So we are going to continue on straight. I'm not going to turn them. I'm not going to adjust them. Nothing. But these guys, which are on the aft end, they are going to go on let's go hunting route and put them at Vic and Broken. So they're going to be Vic formation and as far away from each other as they can. What that will do is that when they are going this direction, they will branch out. And I'm going to turn them off. So they're not going to auto dogfight at will, because what happens is they all go for either one aircraft or they just don't know what to do. So the P-38s, where are the other ones? The other P-38s. What's the third one? Oh, they're right there in the same spot. So what we're going to do with these guys, we're going to turn them off, auto attack, and because we sent these guys aft, I'm going to send these guys over here as well. So they're going to go over this way. I'm going to Vic them as well so that they spread out, and they are just going to do the thing. These Kingfishers, 2 of them, we are going to leave them right where they are, but we are going to have them go in a circle. One's going one way, and he's at altitude, and this guy is going to go the other way just because I like to do things crazy like that, but I don't want him at 200 feet, I want him a little higher. So he's going to circle here, and the other guy's going to circle here, and they're going to be safe. Nothing's going to happen. Now we have to go to the ships. So the ships, first things first, highlight everybody. Radars are on. Let's do a double check click. And active sonar. Active, it says selected units are using active sonar. In other words, if they have it, it should be on, which it is. Which it is. Which it is. So on, so forth. This guy doesn't have that. He is a supply ship, so he hasn't got nothing. He has it. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. The other thing is auto attack, auto gunnery. I don't want auto flak either. The reason is all you do is expend ammunition and give away your position. So we are not going to do that. We are going to have those off. Now, if we get into, say there were surface ships, what we're going to do is we're going to select our ships that have fighting capability to attack certain ships. We're not going to just let them do their own thing, otherwise, you know, the program's stupid, so we don't want that. So, alright, let's go into this and see what happens. I want to go back to the aircraft because these guys should be going after some kind of aircraft. So let's see what happens. So this group and this group are the ones I sent out. And let's see what they actually do. I'd be interested to see. And if they find something, they find something. If they're not, that aircraft was too far away. But I got to show you a little bit of what was going on. Because they're already out there, now I can turn on dogfight at will. And for this group, I'm going to do the same. So if they come across something, but I still have cap over I still have these guys. These guys are still hanging out with the ships. In fact, let's bust them out a little bit, break out their formation. And if I wanted to, I could just do line abreast, get them to really spread out, so that we have more coverage. Back to these guys. They're not going to find anything in this muck, and I don't think our radars are on, our ships are on, so and they're not finding anything. So I don't think there's going to be an issue. We are at 15 nautical miles for this guy, speed-wise. But I want to do one more thing and show you. I've seen some people play this game and expect the sonar to pick up everything, and they complain when they don't get any contact. Do something real quick because I have to. I'm gonna have these guys going a little bit of the circle, and these guys doing a little bit of the circle as well. That way they'll just patrol down here, keeping our butts protected, while these groups up here are just doing their thing. So here's the thing. And again, I'm not an expert, but you have to make your ships quiet to hear the subs using sonar. So let's do that. Let's get to Pensacola. We're going to do this. We're going to go I want to do this. We're just doing this for fun, guys. Okay. So we're going to do this. I just want those ships to be in a group, and we're going to put them in circle, and we're going to head them this way. Okay? So hopefully they can do that without hitting each other, but we'll see what happens. And then for these guys, I want to put them in 3 columns. And then I want them to branch out a little bit. Let's do that, the whole thing. So let's see what these guys did. I have them at 12, they're at 9. Or this one's at 9. Let's see what the other guys are doing. He's at 5. This guy went up to 37. The Farragut. Okay. And I want him to go down to 15. Because if he's at 37 or going up to 37, see how he's still getting faster? I have him at 15. He was set to 37, but now he's at 19. So if this guy's still going faster, he's eliminating the sonar capability. So what you do is you brake, tell this guy to shut up because he's making too much noise. And he's going down now. So once he gets below like 12, then he can be helpful for sonar. But until then, he's just a waste of time. You can still get him to be somewhat useful without getting hit by these fleet that's heading right at him. But you have to be aware that once you formation ships, you know, again, to go back to it, Brooks is at 9, so his sonar is being used properly. He'll be able to pick up something. The column, he's going 5. It's supposed to be 6, but because of the weather, that's where they are. And that's just what's going to happen. But you see, he's maintaining a sonar-capable listening level. As soon as I do that, and try to get them to go that way, in formation, line column with the Brooks, watch what happens to the speeds of the Farragut especially. So he immediately went up to 37. He's at 8, 6, right? He went to 16. I want him to slow down too. Let's do that. He'll stay there. This Farragut is going to go up to 37 nautical miles an hour, washing out any sonar that you could have. And it doesn't matter what I do, unless you break him off and get him there on his own, or get him just to stop. He's going to do that every time, and there's nothing you can do. So when he comes into this area for sonar, he's washing out the column and the Brooks from doing their searching duty. And there's nothing that can be done about it except for breaking off the ship that's offending. And again, that's just a mechanical thing in the game. And you just have to know that. And when you're searching for subs, I've seen it on a few channels where people say, I can't find the sub. The sub keeps disappearing. What the hell? You know, this game's no fun. This game's garbage. Whatever. A lot of times, if you notice the small details, it'll help you be better at the game itself. I'm just looking at making sure my ships aren't doing something stupid. Yeah, I just wanted to show that that fun little tidbit. Assholes. Yeah, the game is not smart. It's just only as smart as they make it to be. There's no way in hell that this guy should be going in front of this guy. He should be parallel or many yards away. You know, I can put him in what I put him, you know. Alright, let's just get out of this. I think I've shown enough and the video's gone long enough. So, I really do thank you guys for watching. Yeah, again, go check out those other channels that I mentioned. You know, Stickman Master, and I'm bringing him up again, he does a really good job. And then if you went to his channel and you see how many views he gets and how many subscribers he has, You say, why is that? That doesn't make any sense, because he does a really good job, and I just want to throw out another shout out for him. So yeah, go give him some love and subscribe to his channel. I think he does a good job, and you'll like his channel watching his videos, especially on the war in the sea. So, all right, thanks guys. See you again.